Explore various methods for collecting data, including surveys, interviews, focus groups, and document analysis. Surveys and questionnaires are standardized tools for gathering quantitative data, supporting both descriptive and inferential analysis. They are efficient and allow for comparative analysis, though they may lose nuance and face translation issues. When conducting surveys in Southern Africa, consider language and cultural relevance, and choose the appropriate mode for the setting. Sampling and trust are crucial, requiring clear consent and local engagement. An example of a survey is the Malaria Prevention Survey in Zambia, focusing on bed net ownership and sleeping arrangements, pre-tested in local languages. Interviews range from structured to unstructured formats, aiming to explore depth and experiences. They are flexible but can be time-intensive and may affect statistical generalizability. Consider the format and training for interviews, ensuring sensitivity to ethics and power dynamics. Matching interviewer and respondent gender can be culturally appropriate. A study on informal cross-border trade between Zambia and Zimbabwe used semi-structured interviews to explore motivations and coping strategies. Focus groups facilitate small group discussions to explore community norms and social dynamics. They are efficient but may suppress sensitive topics. When organizing focus groups, consider group composition, language, and venue to manage dynamics effectively. In rural Zimbabwe, focus groups on land tenure and inheritance revealed intergenerational tensions by comparing age cohorts. Observation involves systematic watching of behavior and contexts, capturing routines and nonverbal cues. It's central to ethnography but can be demanding. For effective observation, negotiate access and rapport, use appropriate recording methods, and be aware of researcher reflexivity. Participant observation at a Zambian district maternal clinic documented waiting times and staff-patient interactions. Integrating methods and adapting to context strengthens research validity. Consider language, cultural ethics, logistics, and political sensitivities. Document analysis involves reviewing policy papers and reports, while archival analysis examines preserved records. Both are crucial for understanding historical contexts. Primary and secondary data are essential components of research, each offering unique insights. Document and archival analysis are valuable for historical research, triangulating data, and revealing marginalized voices. The first methodological step involves formulating questions, identifying sources, and assessing accessibility. The second step involves evaluating authenticity, analyzing content, and synthesizing data with other sources. Critical appraisal involves assessing authenticity, credibility, and relevance, considering the context of document production. Colonial classificatory schemes often distort local realities, leading to a selective preservation that silences women, oral sources, and informal practices. To counter this, strategies such as cross-referencing colonial records with oral histories, mission archives, and vernacular media are essential. Ethical considerations are paramount. Respecting privacy and confidentiality by anonymizing sensitive personal data is crucial. Cultural sensitivity for restricted records, such as rituals and genealogies, must be maintained. Acknowledging intellectual provenance and community knowledge is essential for ethical research. Practical examples include a language policy study in Zambia, utilizing ministry documents, school curricula, and community interviews. In Zimbabwe, land reform research involves colonial registries, post-2000 reports, and household testimonies, showcasing diverse methodologies. Each method has distinct strengths and trade-offs. Contextual adaptation, considering language, culture, logistics, and politics, is essential in Zambia and Zimbabwe. Triangulation and ethical practice increase validity and protect participants. Pilot instruments and local collaboration are critical for success.